All right, listen up, everybody. It's time to protect your digital coins. A Japanese cryptocurrency exchange, that's where you buy and sell Bitcoin, well, it's called Liquid, and it was hit by a cyber hackers, and they reportedly stole a whopping $97 million worth of digital coins. So we invited Julio Rivera, a cybersecurity journalist, to help us understand what went down and how you can protect your investments and building your wealth. So thank you so much for joining us, Julio.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
So apparently these hackers moved the cryptocurrency into 4 different wallets. So explain to us first how that's even possible and then what these wallets are.
All right, so basically these digital wallets are where people store these cryptocurrencies, these digital currencies that are all the rage right now. And, you know, they've got these huge market caps. I mean, they've just created literally upwards of trillions of dollars of new wealth in all of them, if you basically combine the aggregate amount of what their combined value is. But basically, they move through these digital wallets, which are very easy, believe it or not, to hack using either brute force attacks or using social engineering attacks. This is basically where people would get phished, or they would get sent, emails requesting certain information that the hackers could try to use to try to figure out what people's passwords are. There's a lot of different basic hacking tactics that are used to hack digital wallets, just like people's computers would generally get hacked. But basically, this money got moved into basically a decentralized environment where now it's about half of it has been converted into Ethereum coins. And basically, because of the decentralization factor, it's a lot easier for these hackers to kind of take this money that they've stolen and move it into a different exchange and quickly transfer it into a different form of cryptocurrency. It's not like when banks are transferring money around where the financial institutions have basically the regulatory power to immediately stop a transaction and freeze assets. That's one of the problems that I think is a security issue moving forward that has to be corrected in the cryptocurrency world. Is just the decentralization. It's a good thing, because transactions happen quickly in real time. And sometimes, people like less regulation when they're trying to move money around quickly. But unfortunately, when you have instances where you have criminals moving money around, you kind of want to have some sort of, a centralized set of eyes over it, just making sure that these transactions aren't moving a little too quickly and that money's just being stolen in the manner that it was in this case. I mean, that was an entire day's almost trading volume for Liquid. Liquid does about 133 million a day.
Well, I know a lot of people are going digital with their trading, whether it's via cryptocurrency or the stock market, for example, an app like Robinhood. What is the difference between digitally trading on an app like Robinhood opposed to an app like Coinbase or some of these other ones people are using for cryptocurrency?
Well, because there's very little. I don't want to say there's none. I mean, cryptocurrencies that are done through crowdsourcing are regulated more heavily by the Securities and Exchange Commissions as opposed to ones that aren't. But I think that there's a severe lack of regulation, I think, in the cryptocurrency world, which again lends itself to the money moving around a lot quicker and for hackers to be able to make these quick scores in the manner that they do. Obviously, the SEC is heavily regulated. The stock market is heavily regulated. You get less of this type of, criminal chicanery going on in the traditional trading world.
So what would you advise people, maybe some tips on, securing their investment, their digital, especially if they're doing cryptocurrency?
I mean, obviously, you got to use, to me, a cold wallet. Hot wallets, which is the general wallet that most people use for trading, purchasing, and whatnot. Those are constantly connected to the internet, which makes them susceptible to hackers. Cold wallets are generally kept offline. You have to be very, very careful from getting phished. Be careful with answering certain emails. A lot of the things that apply to general computer security would apply to this sort of trading security for online. I mean, if you get infected with, let's say, a keystroke logger, then all of your passwords are going to be compromised, whether that be for a digital wallet or for your email or for your banking or for, basically for anything that you do online. So a lot of the basic security measures, maintaining, a good, virus protection, malware remediation software that you regularly update to make sure that you have all the more recent protections. All of these things apply just as they would to general online surfing and purchasing and buying things online and exposing your financial information online. It obviously would also apply to the security of a digital wallet.
Yeah, it's a #1 rule. Never share your passwords or keys with anybody else, right?
Yes,
All right.
absolutely, yes.
Cybersecurity expert Julio Rivera, thank you so much for starting your day with us and for keeping our digital wallets safe. So important. More Start Your Day straight ahead.